Welcome back to MA English. In today's video, we're diving into some heartwarming and fun family conversations featuring Ria and her family. These conversations are packed with useful English phrases, expressions, and vocabulary that you can use in your daily life. Stay tuned until the end, because we'll also break down the most important vocabulary and expressions from these conversations to help you boost your English skills. If you enjoy content like this, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Let's get started.
Hello, Joy. Say what you have to say. Your coming here means that you intend to cause a disaster.
Hey, Ria. Why do you always have that serious face when you're studying? You look like you're plotting world domination.
Oh, very funny, Joe. Not everyone has the luxury of sitting around playing video games all day.
Hey, I'm not just playing video games. I'm building valuable skills.
Like what? Button mashing?
No, like quick decision-making, strategy, and okay, fine, button mashing. But I'm really good at it.
Well, at least you're honest. So, what do you want? Or are you just here to annoy me?
Annoying you is a bonus, but actually I need your help.
Oh, this should be good. What's the problem?
Okay, so I borrowed Dad's toolbox yesterday to fix my shelf, and now I can't figure out how to put the tools back in the right spots. It's like a jigsaw puzzle from another dimension.
You? Fixing a shelf? That's the funniest thing I've heard all day. Did you actually fix it?
Define fix. It's holding up, kind of, as long as no one breathes near it.
Joe. You're going to get in trouble if Dad sees that.
I know. That's why I need you to distract him while I, refix it.
You're unbelievable. What makes you think I'm going to help you?
Because I'm your favorite brother.
You're my only brother.
Exactly, which means I win by default. So, are you going to help me or not?
What's in it for me?
My eternal gratitude.
Not enough.
Okay. How about I do your chores for a week?
2 weeks.
1.5. Final offer.
Deal. But if Dad asks, this was all your idea.
Fair enough. By the way, have you eaten?
Not yet. Why?
Because I was thinking of ordering pizza. I figured you'd want in since you're always too busy to cook.
First of all, I can cook just fine. Second, yes, I want pizza.
Anything but pineapple. If you get pineapple, I'm disowning you.
Relax, I'm not a monster. But now that you mention it, pineapple doesn't sound too bad.
Relax, I'm not a monster. But now that you mention it, pineapple doesn't sound too bad.
Don't even joke about that, Joe.
Says the guy who turned Dad's toolbox into a game of Tetris.
Says the guy who turned Dad's toolbox into a game of Tetris.
Hey, Tetris is a classic. Speaking of which, do you want to play later? I promise I'll go easy on you.
Oh, it's on now. But first, pizza and that toolbox situation. Priorities.
Oh, it's on now. But first, pizza and that toolbox situation. Priorities.
Right. Let's hope your shelf doesn't collapse before then.
If it does, I'm blaming gravity.
Hey, Dad, can I ask you something?
Of course. Sweetheart, what's on your mind?
Well, it's kind of silly.
Silly questions are my specialty. Go ahead.
Okay, so, how did you figure out what you wanted to do with your life?
Oh, going straight for the deep stuff tonight, huh?
I'm serious.
All right. Let me think. Honestly, I didn't have it all figured out at your age. I kind of stumbled into things, made mistakes, and learned along the way.
That's comforting and terrifying.
It's not as scary as it sounds. Life has a way of guiding you if you pay attention. Why? Are you feeling lost?
A little. Everyone keeps asking me what I'm going to do after graduation, and I have no idea.
That's completely normal, Ria. Nobody expects you to have all the answers right now.
It feels like they do.
Well, they are wrong. Life isn't a straight line. It's more like a winding road with a few unexpected detours.
You make it sound so poetic.
That's because I'm wise. And old.
You're not that old, Dad.
Careful now, or I might start telling back in my day stories.
Please spare me.
All right, I'll save those for when you really need life advice. But seriously, Ria, you don't have to rush to figure it all out.
Easy for you to say. You've already done it.
True, but I had my fair share of panic moments too, like when I tried to start my own business.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. You had that tiny office downtown.
Yep, and about 5 clients. It was rough, but it taught me a lot.
Like what?
Like how to fail gracefully and get back up. Failure isn't the end, Ria. It's just another step.
I guess I'm afraid of failing.
That's normal. But let me tell you a secret, some of my best moments came after I failed at something.
Really?
Absolutely. Every mistake is a chance to learn and grow. That's how you find your path.
I wish I had your confidence.
You will, in time. Confidence comes from trying, not from knowing everything.
That's a nice thought.
It's more than a thought, Ria. It's the truth. And remember, you're not in this alone. Your mom and I are always here to support you.
I know. Thanks, Dad.
Anytime, kiddo. By the way, what's the real reason you're so worried? Did something happen at school?
Kind of. My professor said I need to be more decisive in my projects.
Ah, the dreaded more decisive feedback.
It's not funny.
I'm not laughing at you, Ria. I just remember getting similar feedback when I was younger.
What did you do?
I started making small decisions quickly, like what to eat for lunch or which movie to watch. It helped me practice being decisive.
That's actually good advice.
Of course it is. I'm a dad, it's my job to give good advice.
Don't let it go to your head.
Too late. So, what's your next step?
I guess, start small. Maybe I'll plan out my week and stick to it.
Great idea. And if you need help, just ask.
Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
I know, but it's nice to hear it once in a while.
Don't push your luck.
Never. So, what do you say we grab some ice cream? My treat.
Really? Even though it's late?
Hey, a little late-night ice cream never hurt anyone.
You're the best.
You already said that, but I'll take it. Let's go.
Mom, can you sit with me for a minute? I feel like I'm drowning in all this work.
Of course, sweetheart. What's going on?
It's this research project for my sociology class. I have to submit it by the end of the week, but I'm completely stuck.
Let's take a look. What part of the project is giving you trouble?
Honestly, all of it. I don't even know if I picked the right topic.
What's your topic?
The impact of social media on real-life communication. It sounded interesting at first, but now I'm not sure how to organize my ideas or find enough reliable sources.
That's actually a great topic, Ria. It's relevant and something you can connect with. Let's break it down. What's the main argument you want to make?
I think social media is making real-life communication worse because people don't know how to talk face-to-face anymore. But I also feel like there are some positive aspects, like staying connected with friends far away.
Good, so your main argument is about the negative impact, but you'll acknowledge the positives too. That's balanced. Now, Do you have a clear outline?
Not really. I just wrote down a bunch of random ideas, and it's all over the place.
Okay, let's start with a basic structure. Your introduction can explain the rise of social media and why it's an important topic to discuss. Then, move into the negative effects like reduced face-to-face communication skills or increased misunderstandings. After that, you can explore the positives, like staying in touch with distant friends. Finally, wrap it up with your conclusion.
That sounds so much better than what I had in mind.
See? It's just about organizing your thoughts. Now, what about your sources?
I found a few articles online, but I'm not sure if they're reliable.
Show me what you've got.
Here, this one is from a blog, but I couldn't find any references, and this one looks like an opinion piece.
For academic work, you'll need more credible sources. Try using your university's library database or looking for peer-reviewed journals. Your professor will appreciate well-researched material.
Ugh, the library database is so confusing, though.
It can be, but remember when we used it for your last project? Let's log in together, and I'll help you search.
Thanks, Mom. What would I do without you?
You'd still figure it out, but it's okay to need a little guidance sometimes. Anything else worrying you about this project?
Just the deadline. Even if I figure everything out, I feel like there's not enough time to finish.
Let's set a timeline. Spend today finalizing your outline and collecting reliable sources. Tomorrow, start writing the first draft and aim to finish it by Thursday. Then, you'll have Friday to review and make edits.
That sounds manageable. I think I've been overthinking everything.
That's normal. University work can feel overwhelming, but taking it step by step helps.
You're right. I feel a lot better now.
Good. Now, let's get started on that database search, shall we?
Let's do it. Thanks again, Mom.
Anytime, honey. You've got this.
Here's a breakdown of the keywords and phrases used in the 3 conversations between Ria and her family. Each term is explained in a simple and fun way to enhance your understanding and vocabulary skills. I sometimes procrastinate on my assignments. Meaning, to delay or postpone something, often because you don't feel like doing it or find it difficult. Example, instead of studying, Ria watched cat videos all afternoon. That's procrastination. I feel overwhelmed with my studies. Meaning, feeling like there's too much to handle or that everything is happening at once. Example, with assignments piling up, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. You should prioritize your tasks to stay on track. Meaning, to decide which tasks or goals are most important and do them first. Example, when you have a lot to do, it helps to prioritize your deadlines. Let's brainstorm ideas for fun activities. Meaning, to think creatively or come up with many ideas, often as a group. Example, before deciding on a weekend plan, Joe and Ria brainstormed a list of possibilities. The conversation between Ria and Joe is described as lighthearted and full of jokes. Meaning, relaxed, cheerful, and not too serious. Example, their lighthearted chat made the room feel lively and fun. That's an inside joke about your messy desk. Meaning, a private or shared joke understood only by a particular group of people. Example, only Ria and Joe laughed because it was an inside joke about their childhood. I'll pamper you with some ice cream and sweet words. Meaning, treating someone with extra kindness or care, often to make them feel special. Example, when Ria was feeling down, her dad pampered her with her favorite dessert. One of my life lessons is that failure is a step toward success. Meaning, valuable advice or experiences that help you understand life better. Example, one of Dad's life lessons was that failure is a step toward success. I wish I had my father's confidence. Meaning, belief in yourself and your abilities. Example, confidence grows with experience and practice. I discussed my professor's feedback about my work. Meaning, comments or suggestions given to help someone improve. Example, the professor's feedback was helpful for Ria to make her project better. I used jokes as icebreakers during our chat. Meaning, something that helps people feel more comfortable in a conversation or setting. Example, starting a meeting with a funny story is a great icebreaker. The warmth and support shared among Ria and her family highlight their strong family bond. Meaning, the emotional connection and closeness within a family. Example, their family bond was evident in how they supported each other. These words and phrases make the conversations not only engaging but also educational. Practice using them in your own sentences to enhance your English skills.